Say rock to the rhythm, don't stop.
Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting show. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I am, but also am not looking forward to this episode of Vibe Check because okay, so like it's like two things, right? One I love, and the other one I absolutely hate, abhor, detest, just oh. Well, the first thing is, one thing I love, beautiful women. Okay, so we have Bridget here, thank God. Like, gorgeous, okay? She now takes Kassem's crown as the most attractive person in the building, you know? So, speaking of Kassem, I don't know how he's gonna react around such a gorgeous woman. Anyways, so yes, that's great. You know, that's the greatest part of the show. But the worst part, listen, y'all, let me preface this. There are not many things that Gina is afraid of. Gina is afraid of 3 things and 3 things only. Okay, 1, centipedes. No one needs that many legs. Centipedes are a creation of the devil himself. The devil is here on Earth, and he is using centipedes as his vessel, alright? Centipedes are the worst fucking things in the whole entire world. 2, childbirth.
Hey, slash the load. Hey, slash the load. I'm a fat chick. Oh, where's my little Gina? Gina, baby girl.
Oh, God.
Sly, stay out of this. Gina, Sly Stallone's here. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Yeah. Can you ask him a few questions for me?
Yeah, go ahead, Gina. I'm such a big fan of you.
Can you ask him, like, how he feels about, I don't know, like, anime body pillows?
Anna who? You know, I worked with Anna Nicole Smith one time.
Oh, how was
At
that?
the height of her addiction.
Oh.
Boy, was that uncomfortable.
Jesus, Sly. Anna May, not Anna Nicole Smith. Christ, I am so sorry. Let me get this out to him. Maybe he just can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
What's the problem? What's everyone getting so bent out of
4
shape
things that I'm
about?
afraid of.
What's going on? Okay, try to ask me another question, Gina.
Yeah, hey Sly, what do you think about
Yes?
Kassem's muscles?
Oh, this guy Cassie? Oh, let me tell you, sir, I haven't seen a body this jacked since Rambo 2.
What?
Rambo
World
2.
War. Oh, Rambo. Okay, you can't
I
really tell
work
what
with a personal trainer, and I really focused on my abs.
Oh,
And I
okay.
tell you right now, looking at Cass through his t-shirt hoodie, boy, that guy's packing quite a bit of abs.
Oh, thank you so much, Sly. That's
Wow.
incredibly kind of you. And accurate, I must say.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely, kid, no problem. You also got a face, I gotta tell you, whoa, this was so handsome. I wanna kiss you. I wanna hold you and wanna kiss you, Cass.
Hey, I have a question.
Oh, Sly, I'm not going to kiss you. You're almost 70.
Oh, come here, let me give me a smooch.
Oh.
Come here, the cat.
Oh, no. He's still so strong.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You never get out of this bear hug,
like a
Cass. Yeah.
Kassem dying?
Oh, no. Get
why he
off of
flies
me.
Hey, wow, what's going on out there, bud?
Jesus Christ, this is sexually assaulted by Sylvester Stallone.
You
Sexually assaulted by Sylvester Stallone. Oh my God, I gotta go talk to somebody about this.
Okay.
Can you handle the pre-stream?
I can handle it.
Oh my God.
Wait, what did I do? What's the matter? Everyone's so uptight.
Kassem just spat over the microphone. Well, I guess we have like a special guest today. Sylvester Stallone was here, and he has a thing for Kassem, apparently. Who'd have thought that out of all people in this building, he would go for Kassem? Anyhow, so back to what I was saying. Where was I at? All right, second thing that I'm afraid of, childbirth. Childbirth is terrifying. The devil is here on Earth, and he uses childbirth as his vessel. Nothing that size should be crawling out of that size. Okay, so that's the second thing that I'm afraid of. Like I said, I'm only afraid of 3 things, and the third thing is ghosts. Gina doesn't fuck with ghosts. Okay. And our guest today is a paranormal investigator that has a podcast that's all about paranormal stuff and ghosty ghosts and stuff. I don't like ghosts. Okay? Ghosts are not okay. I am okay with demons, aliens, monsters, kaijus, zombies, vampires. Totally fine. Why? Because tangible and you can shoot them. Okay? You can kick them in the face. But ghosts, you can't do shit about ghosts. Okay? Combine them all together and I'm giving birth to a ghost centipede and I will hurl myself into a void. Alright? But you can't do anything to fight ghosts. The worst ghost games are the ones where you cannot fight back. All you have is like a camera. Those are the worst games ever. Okay? So, we have Bridget Marquardt in today, and she's amazing. She is a paranormal investigator. She is funny. She is stunning. You guys might know her from the show Girls Next Door. She's Hugh Hefner's girlfriend. She's a Playboy bunny. Beautiful. How do you go from bunnies to ghosts? That's terrifying. But we're gonna be doing ghosty stuff today because it's October, man. It's officially October. It's spooky season. You know, Fatal Frame was an awful game. I need to see that movie, Birth of the Ghost Centipede. Oh, do we have a new low-budget movie that we're gonna work on? And why are ghosts always like... Why do they all look the same? Like, they all dress in a certain time period. They always have their hair over their face. When are we gonna get, like, millennial ghosts? You know? Like, when am I gonna be haunted by a ghost sitting in the corner of my room saying, hey, can you turn it down? I'm trying to listen to my hit clips with my 30 seconds of Backstreet Boys, okay? Like, when do we get those kinds of ghosts and not, like, Victorian-era ghosts? When am I gonna get a ghost that asks me for my Wi-Fi password? You know? Stripper ghosts. Why don't we have stripper ghosts? Why are you always trying to throw shit around my house? Why don't you just try to work on, like, your pole moves? You know? Angsty teenage ghosts. Like, why can't we do that instead of just, like, the stupid little kid crying in the corner with his hair over his face and his mouth ripped open, you know? Like, I want modern day ghosts. You have to go where millennials die. A twerking ghost. How fun would that be? If I woke up to a twerking ghost, I would put on some music for her. Him. Men can twerk too. You know? I'll throw in some yin yang twins. Throw some quarters. I don't have dollar bills. I'm gonna make it hail. Bink. You know? What is like the equivalent of racists? Like racism but ghosts. Where it's like only one certain type of ghost. You know? Where's that? Like ghostist? Lifeism? Ghostism? You know? Like, did I receive my flamethrower? Yes, I opened it up on my stream. I will be streaming tonight, yes. I got my flamethrower on my stream. It is beautiful. It runs on gasoline, so I gotta go get some gasoline in my gas can. Like, what? Like, okay, how about like a ghost that just did not do well in school and it cries over its like D+ on its chemistry exam? You know? A ghost that complains about you leaving like only like a little bit of juice left in the jar and you put it back in the fridge. God, if I was ever a ghost, I would fuck shit up so hard, man. Like, you know how people say, like, to their significant other, like, oh, you know, when I pass, I want you to move on and find happiness without me, because, like, and people are like, you know, just move on, don't cry anymore, because that's what Gina would want. No. No, don't tell my man that. No, don't tell him to move on. If I hear a bitch tell my man that at my funeral, that shit's going to turn into a movie, a scary movie, so fast, okay? I don't want you to move on. In fact, like, out of respect, you should hurl yourself onto my casket and have them bury you alive. You can't move on. See what happens if you move on, okay? See what happens if you move on. All right, I'm gonna give you some time. Live peacefully, where you feel like you can move on, get back into the dating world. You know, you go on a few dates, you finally meet a girl that you like, and then after a few dates, like, you take her home, you know, and you're excited. You're excited, okay? You're about to get it in. Like, damn, I haven't gotten laid since my wife died, but I feel like I can move on now. You're excited. The moment you're about to put it in, I slap you hard as hell on the balls. I'm surprise, poltergeist. What's that? Lamp on top of your bed suddenly crashes on you. You're not allowed to move on when I die. Okay. It is not till death do us part. There is no such thing. Baltergeist. God bless you. Boris Heavy lurks in chat. Baltergeist. God bless. See, this is why I like our pre-shows, you guys, because we come up with the greatest ideas ever. Remember my cremation and barbecue business that we came up with last week? You kill him, I grill him. Now we have Baltergeist. God bless you, Boris. I love you. Scrotal Spectre. Hi, Card King. This is where we come up with our best ideas. Anyhow, so I pitched an idea to G4 earlier today. What do you guys think of a show? It's basically like Gina Sleepover, where I have access to the building at night, where I stream with you guys late at night, and we have a sleepover. What happens at the sleepover? Who knows? But wouldn't that be fun? Like a Gina sleepover? King of Arkansas, we get it. You want to see me in a bikini. Calm down. Jesus. We get it. We heard you the first 16 times. Did you get it out? You got it out of your system? You good? Let me guess. The next one is, I want to see Gina in a bikini doing a sleepover. Yes, we get it. I've been in this business for 12 years. You want to say it one more time, just so we can make sure? I wasn't sure if we were super clear about it. Do you want... One more time. You want to see me in a what? I could have sworn you said parka. Hazmat suit? Go outside. Touch some grass. Get some sunlight. The sun's free. Oh, Kassem's... Oh boy. Let's watch down below. Is Kassem gonna embarrass? Okay. Okay, he just met... Okay, he just called himself a good boy.
Big paranormal guy.
Good.
And, really that's all I'm here to talk about.
Okay, good. Me too.
Yeah. I listened to it. Love it. It's great.
Thank you. I was on Dave Schrader's podcast.
I want to see Kassem G in the bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show is starting soon.
Am I saying
We're... Oh, God, wait till you see what we're about to do on this show. Listen, if I can... Oh, okay. All right, it's time for the show. I am not ready for this, but we're going to start the show. Let's do this. All right, stay right there. We'll be right back.
You got this. You got this.
I'm nervous about a couple things today, but before I get into it.
Hey, your mic is weird.
You're weird.
Oh, yeah. You're good.
That was a ghost that said that.
Did you? That was a ghost that said.
Said your mic is weird.
Uh-oh.
Could be.
It's a spirit. It's a spirit.
It's a spurt.
Wait, are you going again or are we on? Dude, let's do it, man.
Let's do this. Hi, welcome back to Attack the Show's Vibe Check. I am Gina Darling, your host today. I am very nervous for today's show, not because, well, one, there is someone very incredibly attractive in here. Definitely not Kassem G. But two,
It's not me breathing heavily across the table.
I am so sorry.
Why do I have to sit next to him?
Yes, you do.
It's part of my
Yes,
contractual
you
agreement.
do.
I never sit next to him. I'm so sorry.
Trust me, by the end of today's show, you'll probably still feel the same way.
Yep. But before we get started, make sure you guys join us on all of our socials where you guys can hang out with us. You can join us on Reddit where we check all your posts and stuff. And
Almost got it.
Almost got it.
Almost got it.
almost got it. You can also join us on Discord right here.
That was a little early. The one's a little early. Try the next one.
Where we answer all your questions if you punch in !Q and followed by your question. And we check out your Photoshops, and we can also see those Photoshops in the show. Or me, my love language is receiving gifts. So if you guys want to send us something in our P.O. box, it's right here.
Ooh. That was a big miss. Swing and a miss.
See how they treat me?
I see.
You see, right? Like
You know, it's hard to be a good host when even the control room is rooting against you.
right?
You
Like,
know?
I will tell you right now, when I die, I will haunt the shit out of
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay, so it is officially October, and that means it's spooky season, and I am so excited because we're going to talk about all things spooky, and we have the perfect guest for it. You guys might know her from the hit TV show Girls Next Door, where she is this incredible, beautiful Playboy bunny / girlfriend of Hugh Hefner's. She also has a podcast where she talks everything paranormal and spooky. Oh, God.
I'm a big fan of Ghost Magnet.
you.
A new fan, but a big fan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is called Ghost Magnet. And also she has a brand new podcast that launched in August called Girls Next Level, where she and her co-host Holly Madison talk about their days at the Playboy Mansion. And by the way, as of today, it has hit 3 million downloads.
That's right.
Which is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you
Thank
freaking
you.
serious?
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah. So everyone,
Wow.
chat, everyone here, please give a warm welcome to the wonderful Bridget Marquardt. Hi.
Thank you.
By the way, that's the best intro anyone's ever gotten on.
Yeah.
Well, amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
earned it.
have never done that properly. I don't know what just happened. I blacked out
You did great.
for you. Thank you.
You're just nervous about all the ghost talk.
Dude,
She doesn't like ghosts. She's scared of them. Now, me and you,
Yeah.
we're simpatico.
Yeah.
I love a sleep paralysis demon.
oh God.
Oh, whoa.
You know, I love a man in a hat, a shadow figure, a skinwalker, a gray hovering over my bed. I love a spooky ghost story.
Oh,
I'm your guy.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
let's do our best to scare the shit out of Gina today if we can.
3 things that I'm afraid of in life.
Okay.
And Gina's not afraid of many things.
Okay.
Gina's afraid of 3.
Good
Centipedes.
girl. Good
Centipedes?
Yeah, sorry, 4 things now. Centipedes. Nothing needs that many legs. Okay? The
true.
devil is here, and his vessel are centipedes.
Centipedes.
Okay?
Okay.
Childbirth. Ugh. Okay? Terrified of that. The devil is here. His vessel is crowning. Okay?
What's that's the scariest part? Is the crowning?
I guess that and then the shoulders, because
Okay.
nothing that big
Oh,
should come
God,
out of
no.
something that size small. You know? Very
Yeah.
small.
Shoulders coming out of your body is something I've never said those words together
Yeah.
in a sentence, or I've never really thought about it.
Yeah.
We were all shoulders coming out of our mothers at some point.
Exactly. We were all just shoulder at one point. Okay? I do not want a crotch goblin just crawling out of me. Bridget, I will cry so hard.
She doesn't know. You're childless, correct?
I do not have any
Good
kids.
for you.
God bless.
Good for you. Not yet, anyways. Okay. Still got the whole pod.
Yeah.
And 3,
Good girl.
ghosts.
Ghosts.
I'm Southeast Asian Vietnamese. Our ghosts, for some reason, are extra terrifying. Okay, they're angry. Like, of all the ghost movies I've ever seen, which is not very much, the Asian ones are the worst. I don't know what the hell's going on over there with my people, but they are angry about something. You know? There's something going on over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are all things ghosty, paranormal.
Yes.
How did this start? Have you always had like an affinity towards this?
Yeah. Yeah. Ever since I was really little, I always liked kind of gravitated towards the spooky side of things. Like I loved ghost stories. I loved spooky shows. Even when I was really young, like Scooby-Doo was my favorite, that kind of thing. And then when I was 12, I took my babysitting money and I bought my first Ouija board and had my first experience. After that, it was a paranormal experience that lasted for a really long time and was very, very scary. And instead of being afraid of it, it piqued my curiosity and pushed me to want to know more. And stay
The
in
Ouija
haunted
boards,
locations.
Bridge. Can I call you Bridge?
Yeah. Yeah, please.
The Ouija boards, Bridge, are not to be messed with. As you know, as
Yeah.
an investigator aficionado of the otherworldly, it is a portal to somewhere else. And that the experiences I've had with Ouija boards specifically created, I think I got a hitchhiker on one.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay.
had a friend who was starting to get possessed by some demon. Okay.
Whoa.
While I was on a Ouija board, I captured an EVP on a recorder.
Nice. That's
What
good.
evolution
That's
EV?
nothing bad.
Excuse me?
What evolution EV?
No, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I said that like Jeffrey Dahmer. I've been doing Dahmer all day.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I guess I caught
I've been
an
watching
EVP.
it. Have you been watching it?
Oh, I've watched all 10 episodes, I'd say. You know the doors are locked from the outside.
Scary.
Scary.
I've had one experience with the Ouija board when I was a kid because I didn't know what it was. You know, my cousins brought it. They were
Well, it's a game, right?
Yes,
You buy it in the
it's a game.
kids section.
Exactly.
How
And-
bad can it be?
Exactly. That's what I thought too. I'm like, this is cool. You guys are moving it with your own hands. And I realized that interaction is the reason why I've never seen any spirits afterwards, because that ghost was just fed up with me. I finally get a portal to the other world.
Oh, you know why I think no ghosts mess with you? Is because they had to have like loved you at some point, and then when they die, they hang around you. So
So I don't have.
Wow.
no
Brutal.
one's. I don't think anyone's ever truly loved you.
You know what, Kassem? Just for the long run, the long con, I'm gonna love you so hard until the day I
Don't.
die.
That's my weakness.
I'm gonna love you so much.
Don't love me in real life
The
and
day
then
that
haunt
I
me in
die,
the afterlife.
I'm gonna haunt you so hard.
I wouldn't mind her haunting. She's not a bad person to haunt.
I'm gonna be a baltergeist.
Oh, I gotta Google that.
Me
Slapping
too.
the balls randomly.
Isn't that a game? Oh, that's Boulder Dash.
Thanks to someone in chat that's up. So the reason why I don't get haunted was because I finally get a entry to the portal, or like I get communication, and the one question that I asked, it could have been anything. Like, am I going to be great? Are you going to haunt me? Like, what's the one thing that I asked was, will I ever be taller than my cousin Sandy? And you can almost see the hesitation, the anger, just like stupid.
Even at that age, so superficial.
So yeah, right?
Yeah,
It's
just-
all about looks. Back then too, all about looks. And
Yeah.
it moved to yes, but I can tell it was pissed about it.
Oh, it
And-
didn't want to affirm that for
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
And are you taller?
I am.
Okay, so see?
Well, her cousin has
you,
since
Spirit.
passed away, so
Well, okay.
technically she's 6 foot underneath the ground, and then another 5 foot. 5.
Is this true?
No.
Oh,
She lives in New York though. She's dead inside, so she might as well be dead.
Took a shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Took a shot.
Yeah.
Morbid. Today's a morbid show.
Well, I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with playing with the Ouija board. And the more people I talk to, it's about the intentions behind
Okay,
playing
I
it.
have bad, evil intentions.
Then
as
you should
can
stay
tell.
away from the
I
Ouija
want to
board.
stay away from that.
You
yeah.
should stay away from all forms of communication, though, the other side.
Okay,
or
cool.
maybe this side, too.
You're probably right. Yeah. That's how I get led into restraining orders, is just too much communication.
Yeah.
He's all about one side of communications.
You never text back. Is that why? I was talking to you about some ghost. I've been on a ghost hunting expedition, a trip.
I have to know, where'd you go?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I went all over the place. I went, me and my buddy John, who's a Korean man who's on the other side of this wall.
Yes.
He was my cameraman and co-conspirator in this adventure. We went on a road trip through and up California. We did someone's home. a paranormal investigator's home. We did, because they allegedly said it was haunted.
Okay.
And also probably wanted a location fee. And then we also did the USS Alameda, which they do, I think, once a year. Ghost hunting teams converge on this place.
Was it the USS Alameda or the USS Hornet? Parked in Alameda.
That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
She's out.
That's how you know she's legit.
Yeah. She knows what
Okay,
she's talking
she
about.
corrected, and I was wrong.
Yeah. And you liked
exactly
it.
the Hornet.
Yes.
Aircraft carrier used
Yes.
during World War II. Spent the night on that bad boy. Had the weirdest experience that we did not catch on camera, but I would love to tell it to you. I've
Yes.
mentioned it before when we've talked ghosts. Then we did the Preston School of
Yes.
Industry. You've been there?
I know it very well.
Okay, we did 2 nights there.
Wow.
All with my, Korean cameraman. We hired a psychic medium, and she became possessed
Okay.
during a trip to a haunted hotel in some BFE, like, I don't know where, we're in the middle of nowhere town.
Was it like McCollum-y?
John, do you remember? The walls are very thin.
Yeah.
And a lady with dowsing rods came. She brought her kid. Volcano.
Oh, Volcano.
Okay, yeah. And this psychic medium started to become possessed, and at some point said, she looked at my Korean cameraman, John, and she said, "Where's your little hat, John?" And we're like, "Huh?" She's like, "Your little Chinaman hat."
No,
Yeah,
Kassem,
that's
you're not.
what she said. That's
Stop.
what she said.
No.
And she's like, Chon. She started calling him Chon, as in
What?
China John.
Are
And
you
this whole thing
serious?
became a big racial
Oh my God.
Yeah, but Korean John became China John, a.k.a. Chon, who's on the other side of this wall right now. She became possessed.
Nah.
A whole lot of stuff happened on this trip.
So did she become like possessed by a racist ghost or something?
It must have been, or just anyone that was alive pre 1950. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone was kind of racist. But,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not you. You are much younger than that. But,
Yeah, thank you.
But your father, maybe your grandfather, might have been a little.
Probably, yeah.
Who knows? They all had prejudices.
Yeah.
And so there are all the scary things happened off camera, but the possession happened on camera, and her saying, "China John, where's your little hat, John," was all on camera. So
I want it. We got to hear this.
I know. Did you do this for a show? Or?
yeah, I did it for my show.
Amazing.
Yeah. And it's an hour long. If you got an hour to waste, and I hope we're not here to just promote my YouTube,
No.
but it's on there. But the point being is, I had some ghost hunting equipment with me.
Yeah.
Now, I understand you brought some stuff.
I did.
Yeah.
Maybe you can show us.
I can.
I can tell you we had the very basics of stuff, but one of the things we both have that you brought today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you don't mind, but I brought a ghost with me.
All right. Okay, hold on. Oh. I thought it was like one of those ghosts in a jar things.
That's so cute.
That's a band
Yes.
name. So she was bringing this out in her dressing room earlier, and I told her, like, I want to be surprised. And that's adorable.
Yeah.
Adorable, right?
That's so cute.
Except it talks to the devil.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we call this?
This is Boo Buddy.
This is a Boo Buddy. I also have a Boo Buddy. Boo Buddy comes with a few ghost hunting tools, like, built in, right? There's
Yeah.
an EMF detector in here. And, of course, EMF, Gina, stands for?
Elementary school mothers farting.
Almost. Although
Close.
some people wouldn't mind that detector.
Electromagnetic
Field.
field.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Electromagnetic field detector.
And so that has it built in. Like, why? Maybe you can tell me, why would we want that on a ghost hunting trip?
Well, can we talk about the other
Let's talk
features
about-
too?
Yeah, let's talk about some of the other stuff as well.
So it also knows when there's temperature drops.
Yeah.
So it'll say, it's cold in here, and it'll say brr. And
I'm sorry, it talks?
yeah,
yes.
Is it the batteries on this one?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it on?
Let's see if we
Okay.
can hear it, because it's very.
Hold on, it makes a loud noise at the beginning, I think. Like a beep. Maybe it's not. Oh, there it goes. Sorry. Okay.
This house is clear.
So it detects temperature changes. It also detects if something touches it, and it'll say, oh.
What's your name?
touching him. That's why.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Come on. You guys had to make it so cute but terrifying. You guys couldn't make it. It's just like a regular little, like maybe like a magic 8-ball that doesn't talk. It just shows you.
Well, magic 8-ball is also a good way to communicate. Sort
What,
of.
really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Now imagine this in a pitch black room. We're high, and some of us are drunk. Pitch black. It's 3 a.m. Some chick's being possessed by some sort of demon. This thing's in the corner. You look out of the corner of your eye. The mitt pops like with a red little LED in it, and she goes, "Hi, what's your name?"
I am not okay with this. And
Huh?
you know what? I also just realized in my fear and panic, I forgot. We also have Kassem G here and Lena on the 1s and 2s. I'm so sorry. Hi. Okay, sorry. I had to get that out of the way. I'm just wrecked with fear right now. Okay, back to this thing.
So-
Why?
So the bear will also count like 1, 2, 3, and then hoping that something will finish it, or A, B, C, D, and hoping that it'll get finished. And then you
When
can
you're
put
doing EVP work.
Yeah, you can put your voice recorder on there and hope that you're picking up EVPs from it. I'll turn.
Let's hold it closer to the mic so we can hear what
It's an incredible value for
Tickle.
$175 on this.
See, it says it tickles when something's touching it, but it's just me. Right
Okay.
now, so you know.
Did you say something? Could you please say it again?
So it detects different things,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
It's very fun.
I like holding hands with you.
Uh-huh.
So it was meant for kids. So if you are in a place where it's haunted and you think it's haunted by children,
Oh.
it's a good way to try and communicate with kids. But I find that any spirit would find this easy to communicate with. And also because it detects so many different things, I like using it in all different kinds of settings. So for me, it's not a matter of just like kids being around.
Oh, I see. I swear to, if I hear that thing, hi, I love you. It was like, all right, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
We'll be really scared now because I just turned it off. So if it does say something now.
See, what we're going to do today is Bridget has brought a bunch of her tools, and we're going to find out the G4 building is haunted or not. And we're going to do that in a bit, but before we do that, we're going to take a small break so
ready.
I can gather myself and cry in the corner. We'll be right back. Oh my God. Hi, and welcome back to Vibe Check. We have a spooky episode today because we have the incredible paranormal investigator Bridget Marquardt here with us. Yay! And we also have Kassem G, and we have Lena on the 1s and 2s, taking over for Nessa as Nessa takes her self-love time. You know? So we have Lena here holding it down for us. Thank you, Lena.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry I forgot earlier.
That's okay.
I don't know.
It's okay. I'm
what-
scared too. I'm actually very scared. I love paranormal stuff. I love ghost stories, but I am afraid of experiencing it personally.
Exactly.
But for the interest of entertainment, I hope we do find out this room is haunted.
Okay. Or not. or not. For those of you who want to join in on the conversation, please type exclamation point Q followed by your question and maybe like a spooky story that you guys have that has happened to you, but keep it short. All right, I'm running out of time here. All right, like 2 sentences. Put that in chat and then we'll read that at the end. Or you can also do that in our Discord, which I'm pretty sure they just flashed right there. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so I wish, I already know I don't have enough time to ask you everything that I want to ask you. So we're just going to blast right through this. Earlier, you said that you had an experience with a Ouija board that lasted a few months and it was terrifying.
Yeah, it was actually longer than that. It lasted a couple of years. But I was playing the Ouija board my first time. Don't know that many people who passed away. I was only like 12. My cousin I was playing with was like 10 or 11. So the only person I knew was my great-grandfather. So we asked to talk to him. And it was moving. The planchette was moving, but I was accusing her of doing it. Like you said earlier, like she was accusing me of doing it. And finally we just got bored, assuming each other was pushing it, put it away. And my cousin had these crazy weird marks in her legs, like X's or crosses, depending on how you look at them. But they were like deep indents in her leg, as if she'd been leaning against like the edge of a table or something. And she was panicked by it and freaked out. And I was like laughing at her, telling her it was nothing. Like, I have no idea where it came from, but like, whatever.
Your instinct is to soothe and calm.
Yes.
I like that. That's good.
No
Okay.
big deal.
Right.
I mean, I remember we went to the movies afterwards, and she was so worried in the movies that she had to get up and go to the bathroom to check and see if they were still there, the indents. But anyways, it made her terrified of ghosts and the paranormal. But for me, it made me really interested. But what happened a little bit after that is nothing happened immediately. But like the next week, I came home from school one day, and we live way out in the country. There's nobody around, no neighbors or anything like that. And I came home from school, came in through the back door, sat down and in the living room, and all of a sudden I hear the back door fling open. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I must want to shut it tight. So I get up, walk to the laundry room, grab the door, shut it, don't think anything of it. Go back, sit down in the living room, and I hear it fly open again. And this time I'm like, okay, that's weird. So there must be something wrong with the door, or somebody's messing with me or whatever. Somebody is home. So I go back into the laundry room and I kind of look around. There's nobody around. No cars are home. And you have to get a car to our house, And so I shut the door, checking the lock, and I didn't lock it or anything, but I was just checking to make sure it was shutting tight and not just like messing up. Seemed everything's fine. So then I go and sit back down in the living room, and a few minutes later I hear the door fling open again, and now I'm scared. Like, I'm really scared. And I get up and I go to the laundry room, and I'm just like so nervous of what I might see or hear or run into. There's nobody, nothing. So I quickly shut the door and I lock it this time. And I turn around and walk out of the laundry room, and at the end of the hall I see my great-grandfather standing there. Out of the corner of my eye. And then when I turn and look straight on, he's gone. And then that was followed by just like nightmares and the feeling of being watched all the time, and not in a good way, not like a guardian angel, but like something bad. And now looking back on it, I think that it was a trickster through the Ouija board. It wasn't my grandfather at all, ever.
He wouldn't do anything to make you feel unsafe.
Right.
Yeah.
And this definitely made me feel scared and uncomfortable.
Woof.
But it also ignited my passion and my interest and my fascination with it. And so I started staying in haunted places. And this was before ghost hunting and all that kind of stuff. But I would stay up late, like midnight. I don't know why I thought midnight was the time to do it. And walk around in my pajamas at like some haunted place and try it with a camera and like try and, capture something.
Bridget, what does scare you then? Okay, because this is like the peak of fear for me. So what the hell scares someone?
Oh, you want to know?
Not afraid. Yes, I swear to God, if you say something random like unpasteurized cheese or something, I'm going to be furious. What are you scared of?
Needles. I'm so scared of needles.
All right. Yeah.
No
okay.
tattoos.
It has to be something like a needle.
I do have like some piercings, but I don't have tattoos.
Needles. Okay, that makes.
Well, not because of the fear of needles on that though. It's actually because I can't decide what I want on me for the rest of my life.
So
that's the same reason I don't have any tattoos.
Like I would do one if there was something that came to me and I was like, oh, that just really screams to me like I want that on me the rest of my life.
Yes, yeah, because if it would have been like, if I would have got a tattoo if I was like 13, would have just been Wolverine claws or something, just like something
tribal.
And then now if I was gonna get it, it would probably still be Wolverine, but it would be a more tasteful,
Yeah.
so a little X-Man thing here or something.
So from what I know playing scary games, there are different types of spirits. There's like poltergeist, there's jinns, right? There's different. Are there any that's like specifically like really terrifying that you would never want to mess with? Or that comes to you and you're like, all right, no, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, definitely there are. And it kind of depends on what you believe in, too. I feel like there are, if somebody is rude in life, they're going to be rude after life. Like you don't all of a sudden get a personality change.
Yeah.
So if you were kind of a,
A rude
a-hole, a rude
Yeah.
person, you're going to be one after.
Okay.
So I feel like there's that, which often gets confused with, I feel like too many people think there's demons.
Okay.
I'm not saying that there are not demons, period, but I think too many angry ghosts get considered demons or demonic type of things.
They're just misunderstood.
I think so, yeah.
Do you fall like, okay, here's my loose theory is that one day we'll be able to quantify and measure this stuff like scientifically.
Yeah.
But right now it's all very ethereal and it feels very like spooky ooky, But if you
Right.
would have gone back just 100 years and you would have shown them like, here's a Bic lighter, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just like things like
Yeah.
that. It just
Right.
just advances in science might like all this talk about parallel dimensions right now and like infinite dimensions and string theory and quantum physics. We're on the verge of some sort of discovery that would be like, oh yeah, there's multiple Ginas and multiple dimensions and like maybe somehow all this ties together.
Yeah.
I just solved ghosts. Do you agree?
I hope so. I hope that it happens in our lifetime where something's figured out.
Yeah.
But-
I'd hate to be a ghost myself and then get the information. I'd like it while I'm living. What's the scariest encounter you've had? Or just something like I had an EVP, which I thought was really creepy. I had a really weird experience on the USS Hornet. What's like the thing that you will go to over and over when asked that question? Because I'm sure you've been asked.
I have a couple of things, but the scariest place I've ever been where I had the most stuff happening was the Myrtles Plantation.
Oh, cool.
It's in Louisiana. It's in St. Francisville.
Louisiana is filled to the brim with the spooks.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with all the water and
For
I mean, there's a lot of reasons.
There's also a
Yeah.
lot of history there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
yeah.
so many
What
reasons.
happened when you were there?
So I'd wanted to go there forever because I heard how haunted it was. I went with my fiance. Actually took me for my birthday, and
Fiance, Kassem. Fiance.
It's a French word. I don't quite understand the meaning.
She's taken, Kassem. She's not interested.
That's okay.
Not even the slightest.
If they were to get married, then I think I'd have to stop pursuing her. But
maybe
right now, it's just sort of like an agreement that they have. There's no paperwork involved.
So when people are creepy alive, are they still creepy and perverted?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So I know
absolutely.
exactly who's haunting me depending on what's going to. Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. So
You'll know. You'll recognize the
Good
patterns.
girls.
There
Good
it is.
girls.
Yeah, so my fiance is kind of a skeptic but he's a good sport. So he was walking around with the equipment with me and doing this ghost hunt and we were getting nothing. I mean, to the point where I was like turning on and off my equipment thinking, is this even working?
Just you two?
Just the two of us.
Oh, he is a good sport.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
He
nothing,
loves you, man.
nothing was happening. I was starting to get a headache, and I only say that because I think it's relevant later. And so we went to bed, and we were awakened around 3-something in the morning by sound of like footsteps stomping up the stairs outside our bedroom. And we are the only one that have access to that part of the house. And open up the door, and there's no one out there. And the footsteps up the stairs to the 17th floor is a known ghost thing that happens there, an encounter. It's somebody died on the 17th floor right there. So, I mean, on the 17th step. So you can hear 17 like heavy boot steps going up the stairs. Oh, no. And there was just like this feeling of somebody in the room with us. Like we were scared to open our eyes. Like we felt like somebody was like watching us. Yeah. And the room felt super heavy. And then it sounded like furniture was moving overhead, and we were on the top floor. We could hear like kids laughing and playing, and it was to the point where we were holding on to each other in bed. And every time something happened, he'd go, "Oh my God, did you just hear that?" And I'd be like, "Yes, oh my God, did you just hear that?" Like we were freaking out. And then around 4 something in the morning, all of a sudden, it just stopped. All of it stopped, and you could feel just the release in the room. Everything, and I was like, it's gone. What time is it? And it was like 4 something. And then the next
It was 4:20, dude.
Oh yeah, he was just blazing up there.
Smoke them if you got them. Light up your spooksters.
Because people say that the haunting hour is 3 a.m.
Right. Yeah, they do.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, circling back on the Ouija board experience, how did it finally go away?
It just sort of tapered off on its own. There were 2 things that my family, they didn't know much about ghosts, so half the family thought I should talk to our pastor at our church, and the other half of our family felt like I should see a psychiatrist, and we did both. And the pastor thought I should write everything down in a diary and just keep track of things. I don't think he really believed me. The psychiatrist totally believed me, but thought it was due to some trauma or something possibly, and she said that I should go to my grandfather's grave and ask for it to stop. And so I did both of those things, and eventually it did just go away.
Oh, okay.
2 years later.
Yeah, probably about 2 years.
Okay, just an easy 2 years.
Yeah.
Relationship, it's fine.
At any moment, you could be scared to death,
Yeah.
but 2 years is it's game over.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
So, what was it?
And in that 2 years, were you getting how often were you getting spooked?
For a while, it seemed like a lot. Like it was
Yeah.
happening nightly, nightmares, or like the feeling of things
Whoa.
happening. But it definitely tapered off.
Yeah.
And at the end, like I don't even know when it ended exactly because it was that tapered off type of thing.
Yeah.
My abandonment issues cannot. Like, I would be heartbroken. Like,
Yeah.
how dare you leave me? You
I know.
Like, I don't.
It's
Like,
a
I don't
shame.
like saying goodbye. Is there a place that you've heard that's like haunted that you really want to check out? It's like your dream location that you want to go and film at.
There's so many places. I have the longest bucket list, and every time somebody tells me about the new place, I'm like, oh, that's the top of my list. So
Yeah.
it changes all the time.
Okay.
But yes, I have a million places.
How fun! Have you posted that anywhere? And I feel like the people who are interested in this would love to hear about it.
My list of places I haven't been but want to go?
Yeah.
I haven't posted it.
Or like the top of your head.
Oh, do you want me to tell you right now? Or you want me to post it?
No. Just tell me right now. Just like off the top of your head, the first one.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Waverly.
Okay.
Is that in San Diego, the Waverly House?
Oh, no.
I'm thinking of the Whaley House.
The Whaley House. I have been there.
I've been there too.
Also very haunted.
Yeah.
No, Waverly is in Kentucky.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. There's just so many places. I really want to do Alcatraz. I've been there, but I've never gotten to ghost hunt there.
Yeah.
You ever done Eastern State?
I've done
Inn?
Eastern State.
You've gone there?
Yes.
Overnight?
Not overnight, but
How was it? Because I always found that one episode of, I don't know if it was Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures, but they caught a real creepy thing on camera. Shadow figure come out of a cell. I think it was the Taps guys, Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
And you were on Ghost Adventures.
Yes.
With Zach Baggins.
Yes.
Can you talk to me about Zach Baggins?
What do you want to know?
He comes across a certain way, and I don't know him personally, but he's
Okay.
a big buff, sort of like, he comes across as like a slick, looks kind of like a douchebag on TV. But in person, he's probably different.
I felt like he was very nice. You know what? I've actually met him multiple times,
Yeah.
and the first time I met him, I was hired to do Bridget's Sexiest Beaches right after doing Girls Next Door, and that's exactly when Ghost Adventures got picked up, and so we had to do like dinners and events and like shoot commercials
good.
together. And
This is
stuff.
good to know. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, they all
Probably
are.
what people think about me. Except they probably think I'm a real sweet boy on camera, but off camera, I'm a bad boy. Naughty bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact,
badass.
I'm having Aaron and Jay on my podcast this week.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
Ghost Magnet.
On Ghost Magnet.
Check it out. It's available wherever you catch your podcast.
We're going to go on a quick break, but when we come back, more questions because I can't get enough. I can't stop. Also,
More.
we're gonna check out the tools that you brought to see if the G4 building is haunted. We'll be right back.
More.
Don't go anywhere.
Alright. Here we go. Space Jam DVD, 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 Space Jam DVDs. Space Jam DVDs. Alright. Space Jam DVD. Space Jam DVD. Blast. Space Jam DVD. 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 DVD. I'm tired.
Oh boy, here we go. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Attack the Show's Vibe Check. We have a very spooky one today because we have a paranormal investigator as our guest here today, the stunning Bridget Marquardt. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm amazing.
Completely understand if you never want to come back.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring that.
Oh, that's what we all do.
Here.
The person she's ignoring is Kassem G.
The stunning Kassem G.
Something. It's the something, Kassem G.
Okay.
And holding it down for the ones and twos while Nessa is gone is our beautiful Lena. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm ready to get scared.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So off of camera, during our break, I was telling her, I don't have a lot of experiences because, one, I deny them for my own sake, but one that I am pretty sure I experienced and that I can't deny it was when I was in Okinawa, Japan. And as we all know, Oki is like the place where lots of people died during the war.
Mm-hmm.
There are graves randomly scattered like on mountains on the next to a convenience store or whatever, because it's a very small island.
Yeah.
And one night I stayed at my friend's place because he, quote, wanted to get a place out in the country to get the real feel of old Japan, because I want to know what it's like to be out there and not a modern, not as scary place. So I slept in the living room downstairs, bottom floor. And it was like in the middle of the summer and it was hot and sticky, no bed sheets on a leather couch because men.
Oh, yeah.
I just slept with
I'm
one
sorry.
sheet.
I got to speak up for my fellow man. What exactly did you mean by that?
I meant you guys don't know how to put nice bed sheets down.
That's 100% true.
And it was, I could not sleep. I hid under the sheet and I heard footsteps upstairs, just walking around all night long. I'm on my phone, refusing to stick my head out. It just felt, like you said earlier, heavy. It didn't feel right. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. But I heard footsteps all night. And then the next morning, my friend woke up, came downstairs, and I was like, dude, did you have a hard time sleeping yesterday? He's like, no, I went to sleep at like 10. I have I have work at like 5 in the morning. I have to wake up early. And I was like, so you didn't go to the bathroom? He's like, no, the bathroom's downstairs. There's only one bathroom downstairs. I would have seen him walk by. And so I just heard footsteps all night, and it was not him. And I went and stayed at the Hilton the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not staying there again. So, like I said, international, I'm sure you would love it out there.
Yeah.
God bless you.
I
Have fun.
would. I would definitely love it.
Yeah. So you brought tools to check and see if the office is haunted.
Yes.
Boo Bear is one of them.
Yes.
What else have you got in there in your ghostly bag?
I've got
Pink.
Cute. Yeah, pink flux meter. So this will tell you can set the range and it'll let you know if anything gets close to it. And also, if you're trying to communicate, you can ask it to show up on one side for green for yes, and the other side for red for no. Okay. So it all lights up and everything. But
it's like a motion detector?
Yeah, and it makes a lot of noise. So I don't know if you want me to turn it on.
Go nuts.
Yeah? Okay.
We make a lot of noise all the
Sorry for everyone's ears.
I'm sure it's not that bad. That's not.
Why do they make all these things so cute?
Well, this is the only pink piece of ghost hunting equipment, and Sean Porter at Ghost Stop, I told him I want pink, and he sent this to me.
I see. Now, Ghost Stop's a place you go to buy stuff like this, paranormal ghost hunting equipment.
Yes.
And there's a lot of equipment.
There's a lot of different things.
Yeah, okay.
This is just calibrating.
Oh, okay, it's calibrating.
Unless I'm too close.
Unless there's a freaking ghost in here. Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay, so that's no.
You do.
Oh, and that's yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Wait,
fun, right?
Oh, the closer.
Oh.
Yeah, it tells you how close it is.
Oh.
This is actually just fun, even if you're not getting spooked.
Right?
I can become a DJ with this thing.
Now there's no way I can sneak up on you in your dressing room.
I need one of these. Where'd you say you got one of these? Ghost.
That's
Ghost
okay.
Stop.
Well, she'll tell you after.
Yeah. I'm like doing ads. This is a cat ball. So it's also motion censored. It'll let you know, it'll stop flashing in a minute, but then if it sends, you can have somebody roll it, like ask for a spirit to roll it, and then it'll light up and tell you. And it's just something really easy for them to interact with.
Okay. So you just put this in a room with like a camera on it, and you just see what happens.
Yeah, or you can just set it in the room and just ask them to roll it.
Okay. All right.
Anything simple for them to interact with. I left some of the other things in the dressing room because I have a REM pod in there. I have a spirit box.
I've seen those. Dude, those are scary.
Your boxes are cool.
Yeah. They're loud and very chatty, so I didn't know, like, I didn't want to,
Oh, you can go
sit there
nuts.
through the radio station.
Yeah. It's so funny because I realized that ghost hunters, ghosts, and ravers have a lot in common.
There's a crossover here.
Yeah, there's crossover here. Stuffies,
all this
backpack, lights.
Yeah, right?
Ghosts are ravers confirmed. See you guys at EDC. I've seen one of these before.
Yeah, that's the standard EMF meter.
How does that work?
I don't use this too much because I don't really know for sure if electromagnetic fields are related to ghosts in any way or not. That was just beeping though.
Yeah. Was it? Huh. We just caught some evidence.
Oh, there it went again.
I'm gonna keep my hands here. Bridget, what's going on?
I don't know. Is there something here with us? You want to talk to it?
Yes. Is there a spirit here in the room with us right now?
Oh, wait. Can you light up the other side to green? That's okay. You can do the same side. Can you do that again? Whoa, that was like on command, you guys. That was amazing.
Dude. Gina. Do you think those are the ghosts of the employees that were just laid off?
Aww.
It's a ghost of Kevin.
Oh my God.
Kevin was our we barely remember him. He was not that big of a deal.
Too soon, Cass. That's incredible.
It's cool. Yeah.
Shut myself. Okay.
What's it do
is there
when it
anything
goes
else
to
we can
blue
ask
like
it?
this?
It's just, it's not sensing anything right now.
Okay. Could we turn it towards the camera so we can see both sides of the lights?
You have the magic touch.
Yeah. Oh, so
is that
okay?
good?
It turned green, but that's just because you.
That's my
right?
hands.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll go back to blue eventually.
Can you make the lights go off again? I wonder is my arm gonna interfere? No. Okay.
No.
All right.
Okay.
And you can change how sensitive it is. Like I can turn it up so that it catches stuff way over here.
Is it the dial on the front?
Yeah. It's how far you turn that. So I have it. Okay, so now it's like going back to normal.
Oh, they want me to turn the bear on. Okay, guys, I got you. I'm going to turn the bear on.
I'm getting rid of all my cat toys when I
Let's
get
do
home,
a
by the way.
full investigation.
A full investigation.
Which just means let's just turn all this shit on.
Okay.
Okay?
I think this is already, it's already.
All right. We're going to put the Boo Buddy...
think it's good there. Yeah.
It's going to
Okay.
keep on hearing us. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So the EMF meters, especially in a place like this with so much wiring and so much electronics going on and stuff, I wouldn't put a lot of stock into
I see.
what the EMF meter has going on with it right now.
Okay.
That's why
I used one of these on my trip. You're right. It's like somebody at one point decided this was useful,
Yeah.
but like who the fuck knows?
Right.
And so like, but it does measure a thing, and sometimes those things tend to correlate.
Right.
So I think, if we see any lights on any of this stuff, we should pay attention and just go with it.
One thing I can say that I did with the EMF meter one time that was really fascinating is we were in Denver, Colorado, in this hotel room that was supposed to be haunted. I was sitting on the bed, and I was talking to a ghost, and all the buttons were lit up, and it like crazy, so all the way to red, because it starts at green, and it goes all the way. Oh, that was me. Sorry, goes all the way to red, and so finally I said, if that's you in the room, will you step back so the meter stops lighting up? And it just stopped. And I was like, okay, will you get closer again? And it lit all the way back up again. And I was like, okay, can I ask you questions doing this now? And it stayed lit up. And so I started asking questions, and it was responding.
Yeah.
What seemed to be answering my questions.
Yes.
And I can't explain that any other way. Because like you see right here, it's on, but it's doing nothing. So like, how am I getting an interaction like that back and forth?
Right.
That is what's good about having multiple things in front of you to kind of sort of like see if it's just isolated on one or if you're picking it up on multiple. This thing he won't shut his gut.
No, it'll
Put
stay
them a little bit further towards the middle.
Is this the volume? I'm going to turn this thing down.
There you go.
Have you ever had a really good EVP that you've captured and analyzed and just been like, I don't know what this is?
Yeah, let me think what my best one was. But can I tell you another thing first
please.
while I think
Yeah.
of the EVP?
Yeah.
Tell us everything. I am terrified, but
Tell us anything. It doesn't even have to be ghost related.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten touched by a ghost?
I don't. Yes, this is what happened on the USS Hornet.
Okay.
I believe I've been touched, but I will. Do you want to hear it, or do you want to tell me what you're going to say first?
You tell me first.
Okay. I've said this before, so I'll be quick about it. They have you spend the night on the USS Hornet as part of the ghost hunting investigation. They let you do ghost hunting all night, and then you sleep in the barracks where the crewmen slept on the aircraft carrier during the war. You sleep in this little area. There's cots. There's like two. They're like kind of bunk cots. They're like 2 tall, and then some of them are like 3 tall. And me and my crew, which is, again, my Korean cameraman John, who's in the other room, and about 5 other people were on this production team. And we all slept very close together. 2 of our producers fell ill with some sort of mysterious illness. Some call it a cold. I don't know. Could be something else. But they went to bed early. They went to bed around 9.
Wow.
We stayed up until like 3 investigating. Go to bed. It was like 2 something. We go to bed, which by the time I got into my cot was close to 3. It was like 2:30. I fall asleep, and I wake up to a very, and again, take this with a grain of salt. This was at night. We had been drinking hours and hours before, but I feel like I was sober at this time.
Before you
It's a comedy show.
Oh, okay.
And so I wake up with cold, static electricity, at least that's what it felt like, all over my body, okay? And I go, okay, this isn't normal. I look down, my sleeping bag zipper is coming unzipped.
Get out. You're watching it
I'm
go?
watching the zipper go zzz,
Oh my.
and then I'm lying down on the cot. The center of my body starts to like lift up like this, and I'm trying to yell out to everyone around me like help, but I can't. I'm like, help me, help me. And then I just like close my eyes, and then it goes away. I wake up the next morning. I'm like, guys, I don't know if it was just because I was drunk and high at some point last night, but did any of you guys like see anything strange? Did anyone hear me say, help me? And then one of my producers, George from Tiger Belly, complete asshole, goes, oh yeah, I heard you say, help me. And I go, okay, thanks, dude. He's like, no, I just, I heard you. I didn't do anything. I was sick. And that was it. And I went to the lady who's like our chaperone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had this weird thing happen. We didn't catch it on camera. I don't really even know if I believe in this stuff. She's like, there is a bunk in that barracks where we've had multiple reports of a ghost trying to get whoever's in it out of the cot.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Because it's his cot.
Yeah.
And that's my experience with the USS Hornet. I still maintain to this day that I was sober and I was awake and I wasn't dreaming, but who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe I was like having the most vivid dream of my life. I'm sober now, but when I used to drink, I hammered all the time and I've never had that happen before.
Yeah.
So I think there's something to your mind and body being in a different frequency and having your body being more easily accessed by things in another realm, perhaps. That's my working scientific theory.
Yeah. I've been touched. Well, I've had like gentle like brushes up against me or whatever, but you're never really sure because it's so like gentle and soft, and you're like, wait, was that something, right, or did I just touch something? Like, what was that? But there's 2 instances where I feel like I've absolutely been touched. That's going off.
That was a green?
It's a green, so it's on the other side, and she's not moving.
Gina, are you doing Kegels or something? That would be the only thing I think that could move this.
It's true. It's very strong. Stop lighting up, I swear to God.
Yeah, it likes that side.
Please don't. Listen, I am not very good to eat or haunt. There's just I'm not a good vessel, okay? If you ever possessed me, there will be so much body pains. You do not want this.
There's a lot of room in Gina. If you're a ghost, there's a lot of room specifically in her head.
All right.
Occupy that space.
Well, if there's somebody in here with us, please light it up to green again. Or red, either side.
Oh, thank God. Okay, let's go on with your story. Oh, God.
Okay, so Holly said her guest house was really haunted and I should bring my ghost hunting equipment and come check it out.
Okay.
So I go to Holly's house and she's like, I'm having a psychic medium come and meet us too, so she can kind of walk around with us. I get there and she's like, oh, the psychic medium had to cancel, so it's just us. Want to just do it early and then we'll go to dinner. We were originally going to do it after dinner. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's just do it. So we're walking around. There's 3 of us. We're all 3 friends, and walking around, and I find where the K2 is picking up like the most weird stuff. And I'm like, let's just plop down here and let's do some EVP sessions and just see what happens. And so we're sitting there, and I was like, if anything's here, can you like make a tapping noise or light up the equipment? And we hear this like tap. But it wasn't positive, so I was like, can you do it again? And we hear tap again. But it seemed a little too consistent for me. Like I wasn't sure if I was fully buying it. So
like maybe somebody's messing with you.
No, I didn't think somebody was messing, but I thought there was something electronic that it was just timing out kind of right. Mm-hmm. It kind of sounded like it was coming from the kitchen a little bit. And so I said, if there's something here, can you tap me? And all of a sudden I felt a poke on my shoulder blade. And I was like, you guys, something just poked me, I swear. And they're like, what? Oh my God, let's go. Let's get out of here. And I'm like, no, that's amazing. But we leave. And we're in the car driving to dinner. And Holly's phone rings. And it's the psychic medium. She goes, did you guys already do the ghost hunt? And Holly's like, yeah, we decided to do it early. And she's like, oh, because I have the little girl who's haunting your guest house sitting in front of me right now. And she said she poked one of you.
Oh,
okay.
Little goose.
Oh my
I'm gonna throw up.
God. Oh, God.
So that was like one of the best confirmations I've had.
Whoa.
I would rather get touched by my grandfather all over again than get touched by fucking
Gina.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Lots of things coming out here.
Oh, yeah. But don't worry. I watch
traumas.
House of the Dragon. I'm totally cool with all that. So.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go on a quick break.
Okay.
I can go cry in the corner like that little girl.
Quick break. Wow. Very juicy stuff.
So, and we're going to, we're going to ask you more questions.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Surprise.
and welcome back to Attack the Show's Vibe Check. I'm your host, Gina Darling. I am here with the amazing paranormal investigator.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. And Bridget, it's good to have you on.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Bridget Marquardt is here, everyone. The infinitely better looking half of that side of the room. And of course, we have Kassem G.
Wow.
Don't compliment him. He just takes it to the head. He will not. He will never.
Oh, you're a crusher. Some people are a crusher and some people aren't. Nice.
Oh,
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
good job, Kassem.
Thank you.
Very manly.
Thank you.
And then, of course, on the ones and twos, we have Lena. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
We've got some creepy ghost stories in chat from people. If we want to hear just one, a little taste.
Yeah, absolutely.
Velox Scriptor from Twitch said, shortly after my grandmother's passing, my mom acted as if she were possessed by her spirit and communicated her last goodbyes.
Oh. What did they say?
That's all they told us.
You can't just...
You told them to keep it short.
Yeah, we
That's
told them to
true.
keep it
Okay,
short.
can you submit,
if you
like,
want
what
to
she
submit
said?
a longer story, put it in the Discord because then we can read it. Read a little bit more.
Bridget, you are a very successful business person. You are busy.
Thank you.
And you have something coming out this Friday.
I do. So a couple weeks ago, I got to spend 2 nights alone in the Winchester Mystery House.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's in the Bay Area where
I've always wanted to go there.
Always heard
This
about
is
it.
the house that the woman built, just kept building on.
Yes.
Doors that lead to nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Stairways that go to nowhere.
Wow, you get to do 2 days there, huh?
Yeah. After it closed, I got to just stay in there the whole night and film. So we filmed a tour doing mostly the ghost stories and that kind of stuff in the house and talking about some of the weirder features like the door to nowhere and some of the stuff that happened in the house and a little bit of the history and everything. So that's going to air on Friday night on Jungo Plus on Screamflix. So Jungo Plus app and Screamflix.
Awesome. So that's where I grew up. In the Bay
San
Area,
Jose?
San Jose, yeah.
Oh.
And we would drive past that every time. And as a
Yeah.
kid, every time we drove past it, I covered my eyes. Refused to look.
What?
Nope, can't do it. Can't do it, but I hear so much about it and the story behind it. So, and then I saw someone in chat earlier asking if you've been to the Winchester House. So this is
Absolutely. I've been lots of times, but this was the first time that I got to, and I've actually done ghost hunting there before too, but this is the first time I got to kind of spend the night there. I didn't sleep. We
Tease
didn't
it a
sleep.
little bit. Did something fun happen? You don't have to say what.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, okay, so the show is more about the history and the ghost stories of it. It's not about paranormal investigating, but I did have something happen. We were doing this scene where I come in the front door and we have to, you know how it goes. You have to do it several different times. And we wanted the door to shut behind me. So we have a producer out there that's pulling it and shutting it behind me. No ghosts. Except one time I went to go back outside to do it again and I started to open the door and it pulled back on me. And I thought it was the producer out there. So I opened it up and I'm like, Miguel? And he wasn't out there. He was around the corner hiding still because he didn't realize we were done with the scene.
Whoa.
So something pulled the door from my hand.
Wow. You are a ghost magnet. Now I get it.
Yep.
I hope so. Yeah.
This stuff just finds you.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I also put myself in those places.
Well, okay. All right. Yeah, they're scared of me. Can't picture why.
Not even
weird.
an inkling of an idea what would be scary.
interesting.
You are so well loved.
Except that one guy that wanted me out of his bed. I can't even lay with a ghost.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. He does what we all want to do.
Depressing. That's what you want to do right now is lift me right out of this chair.
Please leave. Okay, so it's always been. So I'm assuming Halloween is probably might be your favorite time.
It is. I mean, I'm a themer and I love decorating for all holidays, but Halloween is my thing. That is the best holiday of the year for me.
And so Kassem's a huge movie buff.
Oh, yeah?
Is there a scary movie that you is
I've been working on. I wouldn't say I'm huge, but I'd say
Kassem is
I'm a good size movie buff.
movie scrawny? What is your favorite? If there's was there ever a movie that scared the bejesus out of you?
Oh, yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's a few of them. I mean, The Exorcist is the OG one.
It's the OG.
Like-
if you can watch The Exorcist, you can watch just about it.
It's so scary. But then I will say the other one that really scares me is The Strangers.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's a scary movie.
that can happen.
I think that one hits close to home for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very spook. I love Exorcist. To me, that stuff is, it's like anything demon satanic, I really get ooh, buddy. Because, it's still like priests still practice exorcisms.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a thing. They do it. And there's a new Exorcist movie coming out. Not Exorcist brand, but like a newer one.
Oh.
Was it Prey to the Devil?
Yeah. I think that's the one.
Where it's like a female nun who's
Yeah.
training to be the first female exorcist.
Okay. Well, I have people come on my show that do exorcisms and talk about it.
Well, okay, explain to me, because you said you don't necessarily believe in demons, but you think exorcisms don't necessarily have to be for quote-unquote demons. It's a way to get a bad ghost or something out? Or what's your whole
Well, those
stance
are my guests that are talking about the exorcisms, and
But you don't believe in exorcisms.
Oh, it's not that I don't believe in exorcisms.
It's okay. Break my heart.
I don't really know. I'm not saying that those aren't real. I believe my guests that come on the show, they have very real experiences. I've never experienced a demon. I also think that demon, the term itself, is very religious based. Like, depends on how you were brought up and your beliefs.
If you take the religion out of it, what is that thing that people are calling demon in your world?
In my world, maybe it's, and I've never had any kind of experience with this, so I don't even know that it really exists. But if it did, I would say it was some sort of elemental in some way.
Oh.
Elemental. Oh.
Like something that's of the earth, but it's not human, but...
First time I've ever heard of this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I know what an elemental is, but thinking a demon could be an elemental. That's crazy.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just,
No, that's what she's saying, guys.
My thoughts. Like, if you take the religion out of it, what would it be?
Yeah.
And I'm just guessing, what that might be.
That's interesting.
So there's just no fear of also for you, Cass, there's no fear of when you're doing this, you might take a ghost home with you. No one just, you guys aren't no, this might happen, so I shouldn't. There's no fear about this at all?
Not.
I worry about it.
You do?
I worry about hitchhikers for sure.
I have a great question in chat about this.
Okay.
Travis Guag asked, Bridget, what can we do to protect ourselves against ghosts?
There you go.
So different people do different things to protect themselves. And again, it depends on your beliefs and what you need to do for yourself. So some people, believe carrying a rosary or a cross or some sort of crystal or doing a prayer beforehand, or there's oils. There's all kinds of different
Palo Santo to cleanse.
Sage when you're leaving. There's all different kinds of things.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like it's in my mind, what I'm allowing. And again, it goes back to intentions and what you're allowing to happen, what you're allowing to come home with you. And
you
for
have
me,
a point, yeah.
I don't allow it. I'm here to experience this, but I'm not allowing anything to attach or come home with me. And so for me, it's because I feel like it's all in just your belief.
Yes.
That stone doesn't really mean anything.
No, but it helps me believe it. So
Yeah,
maybe
but
that's
if it
how
means-
it informs my intention. Like you said, you're just you know it already.
Yeah.
But for someone like me who really doesn't know what he's doing, if I'm holding on to a crystal rock and I'm burning
Yeah,
sage or whatever, I'm
right.
oh, now I'm doing the things I need to do. It's like when a priest blesses a house. You always feel better after. If you were to buy it and there was a murder and you had a priest bless it, you'd be oh, now it's all good because a priest came in here and I gave him $40 and he did this thing.
It was on Fiverr.
Yeah. But
Spider.
just the act makes you sort of buy into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it opens up that part of your mind that
Right.
would be putting up that wall.
It's so interesting how many different things different cultures do in Vietnamese culture and Japanese culture. Vietnamese people that believe that if you are walking around at night near a cemetery or near a cemetery in general, you should cover your mouth and your nose, because if a ghost can see your full face, they somehow also see your birthday. And if you guys have matching birthdays, they'll grab you and switch places with you. Also, the same thing as swimming in the ocean at night. Don't do that, because if you match one of the drowned victims, they'll pull you under and take your place in the living world. So it's I think it's so interesting that every culture has something a little bit different, and it's so much fun to learn about. But we're going to take a small break. We'll be right back. I swear to God, this goes by so fast. And we're going to go find more fun questions and things and answer your questions.
Yeah.
When we come back.
Stick around.
Well, hello and welcome back to Attack of the Show's Vibe Check. I am your host, Gina Darling, and today we have an incredible ghost.
She's a ghost.
Incredible ghost paranormal hunter extraordinaire. We have Bridget Marquardt here.
Thank you.
Hi. And then we also
Hello.
have Kassem G. Play with me. Kassem, this is why people don't want to come back to the show.
Sorry. Hi.
What did we say about being weird?
I'm sorry for being weird, and I promise to stay 10 feet back.
Thank you. And then we also have Lena filling in for Anessa on the ones and twos.
Hello.
If you guys missed the beginning, Bridget is incredible. She has a paranormal podcast called Ghost Magnet. She also has another podcast called Girls Next Level, which just hit 3 million downloads today. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about non-ghosty things so Gina can breathe for a second. Okay, I'm about to lose my mind. Yeah, so let's hear about that.
Okay, so it's basically a rewatch podcast. We are going back and rewatching the episodes of Girls Next Door and breaking them down, talking about what was going on behind the scenes, how we felt about things then, how we feel about them now, stuff that we were portrayed differently, editing stuff, all of that kind of thing. But in order to get there, we first felt like we needed to talk about how we even got to the mansion in the first place and how this all came to be. Because some people think we were casted for this role, and it wasn't a casted thing. We were already at the mansion. So yeah, we do a whole kind of prelude, and then we go right into, we just did episode 1 on Monday.
So much fun. So I have, okay, God, there's so many questions I want to ask. And I know I said I was going to stay away from the ghosty stuff. Did you do some ghosty hunting in the mansion?
Oh, yeah. So, as you know, I was already into that kind of stuff. And I did, I actually had Barry Taft come in. He's one of the OG ghost hunters. And he did an investigation at the mansion on camera. And I got my whole paranormal equipment, my first stuff while I was at the mansion. I was taking paranormal investigator courses while I was at the mansion.
Oh,
and I was like writing a book about the ghosts of the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Yeah. I never published it or anything. I never finished it. But I was like researching all the ghost stories and all the things that happened there and people's stories.
So there were findings.
Yes, there's definitely things that go on at the mansion, or did.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, that's so scary. And then the second important question. How's the food there? I know you guys have like a personal chef. Okay.
This is so funny because we get this question a lot. People are like, can you go into more detail about the buffet and like
There was a
what
buffet?
was on it? And there's a buffet every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night.
Wow.
And at all the parties.
I would risk the ghosty stuff for a buffet every Friday. I'm down.
I have a theory about mansions.
Yeah.
The older they are, no matter how much money somebody has, there's always a toilet that gets clogged.
I mean, I would assume so, yeah. You know what?
I'm not asking if you've clogged the toilet, but I need to know.
Well, I was
man who had limitless money had plumbing problems.
I was just going to say, I don't recall there ever being a clogged toilet at the mansion.
Yeah.
But that does not mean it didn't happen. I would not be the one they called. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's Holly's job.
No.
Oh, rude.
Are there any? Obviously, like you get a bunch of questions like this all the time. But was there anything like it's like a fun tidbit about the mansion, something that people might not expect? You know, about living in the mansion, like random.
Gosh, I've talked about the mansion so much that I feel like there's what could I say that people don't already know.
Oh.
But I think people are fascinated by there were some secret passageways and that kind of stuff. So I think people are really fascinated by that kind of thing. Oh. Like there's if you know where they are, there's this little button on the wall. It just looks like a paneled, amazing wall. But if you know where the button is and you push it, it pops open. And when you go in, it's a staircase, like a little spiral staircase, and it goes down to like a hidden wine cellar from Prohibition time.
Oh,
and the staircases are empty, and you can like put stuff, hide things in the stairs.
That's so fun.
No thanks.
I've always wanted to go to the Playboy Mansion when I was young, but then I was like, well, I was flat chested back then,
Yep.
Bridge. So it's it's one of those things.
But now
you
can go there.
a few $1,000s later.
Maybe
a
you
trip
could
to Tijuana.
You could work a gig for Postmates, and
I can possibly mow the lawn in the front now.
Could deliver some
dreams come
food. That's right.
But it's not the Playboy Mansion anymore.
I know. Wait, what are they with the mansion now?
Last time I saw it, and I didn't even see it. Last time I've seen pictures of it, it's completely gutted. Everything, even the backyard is ripped up, the front yard's ripped up, everything. The pool is drained.
Do you have a feeling about that?
It makes me sad.
Makes you a little sad.
For sure.
Because there's so much history. You had a lot of memories there.
Yeah.
Most of your memories are pretty positive there, right? Yeah, I know you're on the record about that stuff. It is like, I remember as a kid growing up, it was always like, man, we got to get into this. Do we know anyone? How do we get there? And then I got invited one time. Didn't go.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Didn't go.
Why?
I just think it was like short notice, and I was like, do I really want to go to this? I was kind of like, I had anxiety about being in social situations at the time. I was struggling with a lot of stuff. As you can tell, I'm totally okay now.
Yeah. What'd you get invited to? Was it like, because there were rental parties and then there were hef parties.
No, it wasn't like I think he was supposed to be there, but it wasn't like what we would see in the show.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like, maybe it was. I don't know. It was like somebody's like, oh, I know the GM, and he's going to get us. Is there a GM at that place? Like a general manager, like a mansion manager guy? Maybe I was about to be abducted and thrown in a van, and this guy had no affiliation.
It wasn't even a real invitation. It was just a little receipt with Playboy Mansion spelled wrong on it.
Yeah.
Oh, Kassem. I'm so glad that after all these years, you and Holly are still friends, and you guys are doing something this cool together.
Yeah, we've stayed really close.
That's awesome. Like I think I did. I partied with her.
There we go.
I used
Took
to
us
go.
how long to get here? Let's go, baby.
I used to
Spill
go
it.
dance for Insomniac events, so I did all the raves and stuff.
Okay.
And this is back when I don't think she's married. No.
No.
No. Okay. This is like during like the Pasquale time when I was like dancing on stage with Pasquale's mom and Holly. I think at one point. Yeah, and she was just like the sweetest person. I think it was either there I met her or somewhere else. I don't remember, but I remember her being incredibly sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you guys are still friends after all these years. I'm sure you guys have tons of memories together. So this is a really fun podcast to listen to. Again, that is Girls Next Level podcast. And then where can they listen to it?
It's available everywhere. So Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts.
So we said earlier that Halloween is probably it's your favorite time of the year.
Yes.
And we pulled up a list here. It is the most Googled Halloween costumes. Lena, this is by state?
Yeah, it's by state. We can pull it up.
Do you dress up? You do all that?
I do.
Do you have your outfit planned this year?
Yeah, but see, I do usually multiple things, so I have to get like multiple costumes.
She gets invited to multiple parties.
Do you do like what multiple?
We never get to.
I understand that. I get it. Yeah. And I want to know, like, do you do like a outfit change multiple times in a night, or do you do like one outfit per night?
No, one outfit per night because I really commit.
Okay, what are some costumes? Like, what's the one you're most proud of? And do you do mashups? Do you gender bend? Do you dress up ugly or do you dress up sexy?
It's a combination of both. So last year I did, and I handmade it, a Pennywise costume.
Oh, cool.
And I loved it.
Those produce a lot of confused boners for people. Do you do? Because I've seen the gender bend Pennywise, and when there's an attractive woman behind it, you go, okay. And but it is still Pennywise, and he likes to eat boys, but it still works somehow.
Yeah. That was fun.
Good.
I've been Chucky, which I loved as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then so you're a big fan of Elvira.
Yes.
I love Elvira.
So you did a Elvira lookalike contest?
Yeah. Who wants to be the next Elvira?
Oh, that's so... Okay.
She's the best, right? So funny.
She's so funny.
Mm-hmm. Did we have that picture, Lena?
It's just, I found a video just to give a sense of like the outfit and the hair.
I love this.
This was just like a random episode.
I don't even know
Bridget?
if I've ever seen the show at all. Like,
This
I'm
is
like,
the clip
this is
I was
all
able
new
to
to
find.
me.
Oh.
Who is that person?
Bridget, okay, I'm getting no
Search for
sound.
the
Are
next-
they hearing?
I was putting it on no sound just
Oh, okay.
because
Because of music.
Who's this guy?
But yeah, there's...
We had to do scenes.
Oh my God, I love this. I would be so nervous if I was sitting. I am nervous right now. You know, if I was sitting across from you like that, I just...
From Elvira?
No, I mean like you in general, like just you. I'd be so nervous. I would not know what to do.
That show was really fun to do.
I
I got cut though because I'm too blonde.
Aw.
Who says you can't have a blonde Elvira?
I know. That's what I
Fine.
said. Nobody can replace Elvira, so,
Yeah.
Prejudice is a terrible thing, and it affects everyone.
So we had a list here, but then we're running out of time before we have to go on break. But apparently in California, the most Googled Halloween costume is, God, please take a guess. Just take a wild guess.
Batman.
Nope.
For a woman or a man?
I
A
guess
baby
in
or an
general,
animal?
Like all together.
Right now, it's got to be Top Gun. Did you see Top Gun?
I did.
Awesome.
It was good.
So cool.
It was good.
Not Top
No,
Gun?
you didn't like it?
Oh, no. Costume wise,
Oh, costume. That's not it.
there's no way you can be able to get. It's Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, so this is a kids list.
It's just like it looks like a
It's
kid's
like,
list.
it like pulled aggregated searches.
No, because there's Jon
from AT&T.
Snow here.
Yeah.
Also,
I just like how there's Buzz Lightyear and then Cat.
cat.
Lot of cat, lot of witch.
No, why would you have to
And Kanto.
Google cat as if you can't figure it out? Why is there so much Buzz Lightyear? Is there something we don't
I mean,
know?
maybe because of the Buzz Lightyear movie that recently came out. The
You know what I
Pixar
think is
movie?
fun too? When you pull up the map of the most popular Halloween candy in each state.
Oh.
I feel like that's always fun.
Ooh, we
I
gotta
like
do that.
asking my guests when it gets close to Halloween. I ask my guests like Halloween roundup questions.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite Halloween candy? Your favorite horror movie? Your favorite?
Okay, go ahead.
That.
Ask me.
Okay, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't. I think I saw something on Twitter. Don't say it.
I'm not going to say anything weird.
No, not weird. But if
Reese's
Oh, okay, that's
peanut butter cups.
Oh, mine too.
Oh,
Reese's peanut butter
weird.
cup is the best.
Yes.
Man, I guess we have a lot in common.
What's your least favorite Halloween candy?
Least favorite Tootsie Rolls. Get them out of here.
Oh.
Ban them. Put them on a no-fly list.
Wait, have you ever had the fruity flavored Tootsie Rolls?
even worse. Even worse.
Really? I
In my
like
opinion.
them.
The green apple's
it.
all right.
My least
No.
favorite is like coconut, so I don't like Mounds or almond.
Oh, I
Joy.
love those. Are my favorite.
I think I love Mounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Almond Joy. And I'm not talking about breasts, Gina.
I didn't say anything.
You gave me the
never.
look. You gave me you're thinking about my
bright
breasts,
lights are in
Kassem, and
here,
no,
and
I'm not. I like coconut and chocolate.
Yeah, it was
so
the
sorry
bright
for my
lights.
friend here.
Okay, candy corn, yes or no? Because it's
Yes.
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 We're gonna have to discuss
Yes.
this. Okay, we need to go on a break to discuss this because
And by the way, Lena brought candy corn flavored.
Nerds.
Were they nerds?
Candy
Candy
corn? I'm
corn.
sorry, I didn't know you were racist.
I
All right,
didn't know
be
this
right
was
back.
going to get so heated.
We're
We'll
gonna
have
go
to
on a
discuss
break. Oh, I hope you get haunted. Be right back, y'all. Candy corn?
it. Yeah, I like candy corn.
Welcome back to Vibe Check. It is your host, me, Gina Darling. I also have the amazing Bridget Marquardt here. She is way better than all of us already. Mm-hmm. She's only been here for like an hour. And then we also have Kassem G. Hi, Kassem.
What's up?
Oh.
I'm trying to play it cool now. I think earlier I might have given off that I'm some sort of creepy, wacky next door neighbor, but that's just an act.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm actually like cool motorcycle guy, just came back from the war.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not- in LA, it's not lying, it's acting.
Yeah.
And then also on the ones and twos, we have our stunning Lena. Hi.
Hello,
How
everyone.
you doing? So I know that we have a few. Okay, so at the end of the show, we pull like Photoshops from our chat. They love to Photoshop us. Most of the time, it's
okay.
awful.
Okay.
I'm so
Should I be
sorry.
scared?
Maybe concerned.
Okay,
you know.
You've made it this far. You're still here.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
You should be able to handle this.
Okay.
But candy corn, officially, your official position on candy corn, we didn't get to that. What is it?
Yeah, I can go either way. I'm one of the few because it's very divisive.
It is. It is. You hate candy corn. I love candy corn. Lena?
I love candy corn, and you guys check out Nerds Candy Corn because it's the best of both worlds.
Not sponsored.
You heard it from me first. Not sponsored.
Not
It's like a
SpawnCon.
divorce in your mouth. What are you talking about?
No.
The flavors of Nerds with the waxy texture we know and love from candy.
That we know and love. Thank you, Lena.
Why would anyone want their candy described as waxy?
You hear the applause that just happened? That's because the crowd is cheering for us.
Love a waxy candy.
I've seen what they boo and they cheer for. I do not care. Okay. Let's see these Photoshops. I'm so sorry for the things you're about to see.
Okay.
I know it's going to be better.
This is from Inhumane
Rampage.
Rampager.
Love that guy. Yep. Oh, that's adorable.
That's a
I want cute ghosts.
Yeah.
You know, I would be okay with that. But that is just a look of sheer terror.
Can we see the ghost in here? Can we catch the ghost?
That's I like the night vision, Sony night vision
Yeah.
tint that they have here with Kevin as the ghost.
Yep.
Kevin.
Kevin haunting.
It's like he's still here sometimes,
Spooky.
unfortunately.
Yes.
He's an ex-host of the show.
Okay.
Here's another one. This is a screenshot from one of Kassem's old videos.
That's, as you can tell, I used to drink.
I love the shirt, Kassem. Is that
Well,
affliction?
we wore Ed Hardy shirts as sort of a homage to Ghost Adventures.
Zach
Oh,
Bagans.
okay.
And, in the earlier seasons that they wore very loud T-shirts that
Yeah.
were maybe a little too tight, but they look great on his muscles.
Yeah.
But it looks like Gina and Will are haunting in the background. If you can
Yeah.
check that out.
Oh, that's from a Resident Evil episode. Balter. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Chuche002.
Oh, shout out to Boris in chat for giving me that name too. Balter guys.
Yes.
Look at Kassem in the back.
And then this last one here.
Ooh, there's a ghost between us. Maybe that's what was setting this off.
That's what was setting
That's what it was going. Yeah, that was Kevin.
Crazy, we got lens flare on this.
Yeah, really, really artistic. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Is that it?
all right.
So
Do we
yeah,
have
just
any-
a few today.
Do we have any questions in chat?
We had a couple questions in chat. One person asked, Nick3570 asked, has Bridget ever been to Dudleytown in Connecticut?
Deadlytown?
Dudleytown.
Oh, Dudleytown.
Deadly.
I know. Dudleytown. No, I don't even know about it.
Apparently they think it's scary.
Dudleytown.
Didn't know if you'd been there.
Yeah.
Town.
Tell me about
Let's
it.
find out about it. In the meantime, while we look that up, Starscream_Jubilee asked, how do you convince skeptics?
Oh, you can't. You can't convince a skeptic. You have to make sure they experience
They have to
something.
experience it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like you cannot make anybody believe in something they don't want to believe in, but when something happens to them, they can't deny it.
100% true. You got to put them through the experience. It's the only way.
I have a result about Dudleytown. So apparently it was an abandoned settlement in northwestern Connecticut, best known today as a ghost town. It's not open to the public, but apparently it's been vandalized and it's just really creepy looking. And it's known as the Village of the Damned.
Oh, nice.
I think that's worth checking out.
Yeah. Might need to go on your list.
So paranormal doesn't just cover ghosty ghost stuff.
Right.
It also covers what something Kassem is very interested in.
What, cryptids?
Well, I'm a
Aliens?
big, I love cryptids. Aliens, although I think aliens are more on the scientific side these days with all the sort of declassified videos that we've been
Right.
seeing. And I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about your thoughts on aliens, UFOs, and where you stand on those things. What do you believe in more? Ghosts? Aliens? Have you ever seen a UFO? Have you ever seen a Bigfoot? Do you believe in Bigfoot? Would you go Bigfoot hunting with someone that you just met on a show?
Well, those are a lot of questions.
Feel free to skip a couple if you want to.
I do believe that aliens and UFOs exist. I may have seen one at one time. I'm not sure that it was 100%, but there was something weird kind of hovering with lights and just kind of stayed there most of the night, and I don't know what that was.
Where were you?
In Colorado.
Lots, because you got a lot of bases out there.
500-acre ranch by ourselves, camping.
500 acres.
Yeah, so we love doing all the stargazing and stuff like that. You can see the satellites going by, like it's so clear out there.
No
but there
light
was
pollution.
something hovering lower than all of that, kind of just on the horizon, and it had like white lights and a red light on it, and it was just sort of hanging out there.
Whoa.
And we don't know what it was.
Do you think there's any connection to ghosts and aliens?
I think it's possible. I like to believe that ghosts are our dead relatives or people that existed at one time, but I am not opposed to the idea that somehow it's all interconnected or related in some way.
I'm open-minded to that stuff too. Bigfoot?
Bigfoot, I also think, is in that same, like if there are, my thing is, how come we haven't found bones or found any with drones and everything? How do we not have evidence? And I was actually talking to some people at the Michigan Paracon about this, and they think that they bury their own. And
That is a theory. It's also like, how often do you walk around and see deer bones? How often do you see moose bones around? I mean, they're out there, but some people do think they bury them.
Oh.
Yeah, and some people think they're interdimensional.
Right,
And
that
they
was the
can
other thing.
shift out of this reality.
Yeah.
So.
That. Okay, well, I learned.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I learned a lot. Reality, I want to shift out of. Okay, it's fine. Listen, we're running out of time, unfortunately. If I could, I would sit here and ask you 1,000 questions and tell you a bunch of stories and hear yours. But we do have to go. However, before we leave, can you tell the people at home where they can find you, where they can watch everything, and where they can check you out?
yeah, so this Friday night, the Winchester tour, that is on Jungo Plus, Scream Flicks. My Ghost Magnet podcast is available everywhere you get your podcasts. Girls Next Level podcast, available everywhere you get your podcasts. And then social media, at Bridget Marquardt on Instagram, at Bridget on Twitter, at Bridget Marquardt on Facebook. And I have a YouTube channel that I sometimes post to.
Yay.
I checked your YouTube channel. It's been a while since you've uploaded.
I know.
Let's pump that up a little.
Yeah.
He's known as the king of YouTube.
See,
That's exactly what they call me. But you
Yeah.
also managed to get at Bridget on Twitter.
I did.
That means you're an early Twitter user.
Yeah, or you know someone.
Or you know.
Well, that's all the time we have here today. Bridget, you are incredible. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
So great having you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could talk ghosts all day.
Are we? By the way, are we haunted here?
Well, I think so. I turned this off, but it was definitely beeping.
In your face, Gina.
All right, I'm going to go home and cry and run out of here. But stick around, please. X-Play Kickback is next, and they're doing a Mortal Kombat 11 tournament in honor of the franchise's 30th anniversary. And don't forget to follow us on all socials. Join our Discord. Get in there, and let's talk about ghosties. There you go. Jesus, keep up, will you? Jeez. Also, get into our Reddit where we can discuss everything that we've talked about, and you guys post all of your socials, your Photoshops in there. I go in there and I yell at people pretty often. And then, of course, if you guys want to send us some cool stuff, please not a ghost in a jar or something. For the love of God, send it here to our P.O. Box. Once again, thank you so much, Bridget.
You're welcome.
And stick around, y'all. X-Play is up next. Bye.
Bye.